Dear learners, welcome to Daily Smart English Teaching Center. Today I am with you with the topic preposition. So once again for you, this is preposition, not preposition. Okay. So as you can see, the preposition or a preposition is a word that indicates the relationship between a noun and the other words of a sentence. They help us understand what are time connectors or connections and positions. As for example, I am going to Canada. Alex threw a stone into the pond, and the present is inside the box. They have gone out of the town. So, dear viewers, preposition is very important chapter in English grammar, and except the simple preposition or the single prepositions, the other preposition has no specific roles, so we have to memorize this. Most of the times whenever we write English or speak English, more or less we commit some mistakes, and preposition occupies that part largely. So we have to be aware of this. And right now I'm going to show you how to use preposition, how to learn preposition, and that's why at the very beginning of that stage, I'm going to show you some surprising word that what's the power, what's the function of preposition. Preposition can change the meaning of any word, what we can imagine. So let's go to that part. I have written some sentence here for you. As for example, how preposition change the meaning. Look, I have used the same word but different preposition, and which is showing you the different meaning. As for example, look at. That means whenever we say look at me, to some direction, it means to some direction. And number two, look for. That means search or seek for someone. And we say, where you were, I am looking for you. So number three, look after, and that means take care. As for example, I look after my parents, or my parents look after me. Number four, look up. That means to find anything in a book. As for example, look up the meaning of the word into the dictionary. Number five, look into. It means verify. As for example, police is looking into the case. Okay, that means they are investigating the case. And number six, look down upon. That means hate. So please don't look down upon the poor. So dear viewers, so you can see from this video that how much important the preposition is. So we have to be careful while using this preposition. And now let's go to the direction that how to use preposition and how to know the preposition, dear viewers. So I'm going to show you. I have drawn a tree. Though I am not a good drawer, that means I don't know how to draw different images well, but I have tried just to show you so that you can understand how to learn or how to read the preposition. Okay, so I have drawn an image of a tree, and I'll try my best to make you understand. So this is a tree, and at the very beginning, or look, some birds, I have shown you that some birds, they are flying over the tree and they are not touching the leaves of the tree. That means whenever anything flies above our head, but that doesn't touch her. That doesn't mean the touching. On that situation, we use the preposition over. Okay, as for example, a helicopter is flying over my head. But whenever it means the touch, that means a bird is sitting on the branches of the tree. That means on that situation, if we mean that touching something, we have to use the preposition on. As for example, the bird is sitting on the tree. But whenever we want to mean something that is into the inside of anything, that means a bird is sitting in its nest or on its nest. That means the bird is in the inside of the tree. Another bird here. So there is a bird in the tree. Okay, but whenever some birds, that means they are flying towards the tree. So whenever something comes from outside and want to enter into the inside, on that situation we have to use preposition into. Preposition into. As for example, he is getting enter into the room. Okay, but another situation that some birds, they are flying to the tree or towards the tree. Which one? If we know that they are flying to a particular direction, then we have to use to. As for example, I am going to school, or my father is going to school. Here we have used to because we know the direction. But if we don't know the direction, they may go to the particular place or they may not go. So on that situation, we have to use towards. As for example, the birds are flying towards the tree, or my father is walking towards my school. Okay, and whenever something remains under anything, we use this under. Okay, as for example, a dog is under the tree. Okay, but whenever we mean a fixed place, we can use also at. As for example, I am at my college. Okay, and as for example, another thing is that whenever something is under anything and it is attached to that place, on that situation we also use beneath. As for example, there is a boy beneath the tree. Okay, but we use with whenever we mean that we are with someone or somebody. As for example, this boy is with the dog, or this dog is with the boy. So my dear learners, if you study the preposition, I mean the single preposition, inshallah, or I hopefully believe that you will learn well. But whenever you use preposition in sentence, on that time you have to memorize, and there is no specific rules. So these are called the appropriate preposition, the appropriate use of preposition in sentence. So thank you very much. Allah Hafiz. Best of luck.